the battery on the microphone is going down pretty quickly, so I think we're gonna have to wrap this up way more quicker than I thought, but it's okay. Hello everyone, we've gathered today to discuss the 2 years that I have been on YouTube, and it's been a journey. It was definitely a stressful year, and it wasn't the easiest year, definitely, because I have pushed myself over and over again, but I didn't break, which is why we're here and why I want to celebrate that this year has also been really, really full of joy, full of self-discovery, full of learning. I have learned a lot, and that's what I wanted to document today. I wanted to sum up this whole year for myself and for you if you're here and want to learn what I learned. And I just want to have a conversation with you about all the things that happened, all the things that I appreciate, all the things that I learned, all the things that didn't quite work. And yeah, I think we can just get right into it. The battery on the microphone is going down pretty quickly, so I think we're gonna have to wrap this up way more quicker than I thought, but it's okay. Well, my improvised microphone made from my old phone just died, even though it had like 75% of battery. I guess I forgot just how quickly it can run out. So we're gonna improvise something else, because that's what we're here to do, right? To just improvise, adapt, overcome. I think I'm gonna have to take you a little closer, which feels a bit more uncomfortable, but well, here we are. I don't think this is long enough, is it? I don't think it will be. Anyway, this is gonna feel way more vulnerable. I can just come back another day, right? Can I? This is so not long enough. Fuck. Okay. Anyway, we're already here. We might as well do what we can. This is not what I wanted. Okay, editing this video is not gonna be as easy as I thought. Please tell me that you can see my head. Please tell me. Anyway, we can just do it as a test run and we will see what's up. So, welcome after this short interruption. Unlearning everything I thought I knew. Basically, I came into this whole YouTube scene with kind of a business mindset of I want to make this my side income because I was fresh out of my bachelor's in business. So of course, all I was conditioned to want to do was making money. And so I come into this YouTube scene, right? I don't know what to do whatsoever. I don't know how to film. I don't know how to edit. I don't know how to create thumbnails. I don't know how to create titles. I don't know anything, basically. And so I came into this sphere, this platform, and what I searched was how to succeed on YouTube, basically, because that's all you want to do, right? And so at the beginning, I just had all of these external reasons for doing YouTube, because I had all these YouTube gurus telling me how I need to be entertaining all the time, how every video has to make sense, sort of, and that the most important thing about my video is gonna be the thumbnail and title, which is like, okay, if I wanted to just make the thumbnail, I would post it on Pinterest and not on YouTube, right? And yeah, anyway, I don't want to mock anyone. This came out definitely not how I wanted it to come out, because everything is okay to do, you know. If you're here to make money and to like become popular, then do that, yeah, for sure. But the point is, it just didn't feel like me at all, and this was my only motivation. And so after a year, it became like really unsustainable, because I was like, if this is the only motivation for me to be here, if I just want to have like subscribers and make money, then I'm not succeeding at any of that, and you know, I'm just not feeling it, and it's unethical for me to keep doing this, because it just doesn't feel like me. I didn't want to be here just to be popular. I wanted it to have more value and like reflect who I am as a person. So anyway, I'm happy to report that after 2 years, I am finally unlearning sort of all of these ideas about YouTube that I used to have. And I'm finally on my own path of like discovering how I want to appear in social media, what I want to do, what I want to like represent with myself. And I think that's it for this point. Honestly, I think we can move forward to the other ones, because I don't want to repeat myself over and over again. So the next point, very exciting point that I'm really proud of, is that I stopped following what other people are doing. And I think that's really a good way to start anything. So I'm not against like seeing what other people are doing, because I think that's how you learn best. Honestly, that's how I learned all my crafts, all my like skills. Is like at first I was just observing what other people were doing and like just picking stuff that resonated with me and that I wanted to do, and I was just copying it and like learning how to do it. And then throughout the time, I could just adjust these things and like mold these skills and different ways of doing things, and like, yeah, adjust them to feel more like me. And I think that's completely normal, and that's how I always tell people to learn things. But this can turn pretty toxic pretty fast, because yeah, okay, I was copying what other people were doing, but also I was comparing myself to them. And obviously I'm not as good at doing these things as they are, because this is their style. This is something that works for them and that feels like them. And so me doing this just didn't feel authentic at all. And so I was like really down, and not depressed, but like I wasn't enjoying creating YouTube videos and like editing and doing things for YouTube, because I was just comparing myself to other people who were doing it so well, and I just wasn't good at it at all. And I was like, so why should you even keep going with this, you know? Because I had all these external motivations that just weren't working for me. And I'm really happy to know this, that after 2 years I am finally untying myself from all of that, and I am really starting to become so much more authentic in the content. I don't like this word so much, but in the content that I'm producing, let's say, in the things, in the art that I'm sharing and what I'm telling through my videos. And it's just really lovely to be at this point, because I was just very tired of comparing myself to other people all the time. And now it's not the case. Now I'm really starting to enjoy what I do more and more, and I'm starting to feel like I'm going in the right direction. So it's really nice. Anyway, another point that I have for you is that after 2 years, I have noticed that I gained a lot of skills, and I'm finally like knowledgeable enough about all the tools that I'm using, that I'm able to express myself more. And so this is also tied to the whole authenticity thing, that now after copying what other people were doing for such a long time, and after experimenting, and after long hours of learning how to edit and how to express myself, how to talk a bit slower, how to talk a bit clearer, I'm finally at a point where I'm able to use all of that and just create something that I'm proud of and that just feels like me, and it's really, really exciting. And so I'm not ashamed anymore that someone will go in and look at my videos and be like, what are you doing, you know? Because now this is me at my core, you know? And when someone looks at it, I'm like, yeah, this is just what's going on in my brain, you know? And this is just what I wanted to share. And yeah, I had all these reasons to post this, and I'm proud of it. So like, you know, enjoy. Which is really, really nice, because for most of my YouTube career, of my YouTube presence, let's say, I was just feeling very stupid and inadequate that I was doing all of this, and I was really ashamed and scared to show anyone and tell anyone about this, because it just wasn't me. So 2 years, and I'm overcoming this, which is very, very nice. To the next point, I finally got to know my why. So if somebody watched my previous video about my first year on YouTube, it's like the question why I'm doing this is very much present, because throughout like these 2 years I've been asking myself why I'm doing this so much. And as I said already, it started off like very, very shallow, which just doesn't represent who I am. I don't want to be shallow. I don't want to be motivated by popularity. I don't want to be influenced by my metrics. I don't want to be motivated by money. But if I wasn't doing this for any of these things, then why was I doing it? You know, and I just kept trying to answer this question for myself. And it was really, really hard at first. Anyway, I'm really, really happy to be able to answer this question now. And it's not like a slogan I created for myself. It's nothing like super concrete. But I just know what I want my videos and my art to feel like. And I really want to just create something that will resonate with someone. And I just really want to share things that I'm passionate about, hoping it will reach some other people who are passionate about these things, and we can just chat, you know, and exchange our experiences and be together in this artistic thing and these thoughts that I have, you know, and we can just connect, and I can just feel that I'm less alone in this world with what I do and who I am. And also I've learned so many things from YouTube. Like really most of my skills come from YouTube, from all the tutorials, all the knowledge that people have shared over the years. And so I also want to give back to the community a little bit, you know. So I want to also create some tutorials of my own, and you know, maybe someone will follow them and make a poster or a painting. I want to share my knowledge and my skills and my processes, and like talk about how I do some things, because that's also how I learned to do all of the things I know. And so I know there is a lot of power in just sharing what you do, and I found that it always finds the right person at the right time. So I just want to do that, and this feels like the right motivation finally, and this feels really refreshing. And having all of these sort of values in my mind when I share videos, when I share posts, my art, anything, it just really makes it easier to click this post button, you know, like reminding myself that even if I'm being too vulnerable, or maybe I look a bit funky, you know, or I'm tired, or maybe the editing is not perfect, I just go back to all these things, and it's like it doesn't matter how I look like or if I'm being too vulnerable, because at the end of the day I just want to connect with someone, and I know the right people won't laugh at me for saying things a certain way. So I'm really, really happy I found these reasons, these motivations within myself, and now it's a lot easier. For the past few months it's been a lot easier to create and to show up here, so I'm really happy about that. And the last point I wanted to mention is that in these 2 years I've learned how to embrace YouTube as a part of me, and I overcame my fear of sharing. I've mentioned it sort of already probably throughout this video, but yeah, really at the beginning I was afraid of just sharing anything about YouTube and telling people that I'm posting stuff, that I'm on the internet, that I'm doing like all these things, because I was afraid that people would judge me a bit for it, that they would make fun of me, think that I'm stupid for doing these things. And it was just really tough to hide this part of me, you know, because I would have to wait for everybody to leave the house, and then I would run, get the phone, be all stressed about it and everything. And something that really helped me overcome this was my challenge that lasted for most of the second year of YouTube, to be honest. And the challenge was basically to write a short story every week and then record it and record sort of a write with me session, edit it and post it on YouTube every single week. And although it was really tiring and I burnt out a lot doing that, it was definitely a lot to put on myself, it also helped me to overcome this fear of posting and this fear of editing, this fear of opening up DaVinci and not knowing what to click at all. It just helped me to like progress and advance and to become more confident while still keeping like a safe structure for me, because you know I wasn't doing completely different videos every single week. It was something very repetitive and something that I could get comfortable in slowly while also building up this consistent practice. So overall I think it was a great idea. I wouldn't do it again definitely, but yeah, like everything that I did in the year 2, like all the videos that I posted in this whole series really helped me get comfortable in the idea that I'm just an artist who shares, an artist who creates things that she's proud of. And I really became confident and comfortable with calling myself an artist, calling myself a person who posts on YouTube, who posts on Instagram, who posts on Substack. I got comfortable with calling myself a writer, a graphic designer, and it's really beautiful. I feel really free now, like freer, more free in my artistic practice, and I hope I will keep improving on that, and I will keep getting just more comfortable and more confident, and it will just come more and more naturally to me. So yeah, thanks for hanging out with me in this forest, and I thought at the end it would be fun to review the goals I set for myself last year, see if I managed to tick all the boxes. And I also wanted to set some new goals for the 3rd year of being here on YouTube, which has already started a bit. I'm filming this a bit late, a bit already in the 3rd year, but that's fine. And so yeah, let's get into it. So last year, a year ago, I said that I would keep posting, which I did keep posting. I posted a lot more than in the 1st year, which I'm really proud of. I also stopped being so shy about my channel, and so I think overall maybe I have around 5 people in my life. Maybe I'm forgetting someone, but it's a start, and I'm not so afraid at least to mention it anymore to anyone, so we can tick this one off definitely. I also wanted to create more diverse videos, which I definitely managed to do. We had a whole series of videos, write with me videos. We have a couple of tutorials, we have a couple of sort of cinematic poetry videos, we have a few what I learned from this experience videos. So overall just a lot more variety. And the last point that we have here is don't lose my spark. And I think not only did I not lose my spark, I gained a lot more motivation to do all of this. And yeah, and it's really nice to see that. And when it comes to the goals I want to set for the third year, for the next year, are I want to be even more authentic here, because I'm only just getting started. I'm still a tiny bit hesitant, a bit shy, a bit, am I being too vulnerable here? And I really want to create videos and create art that feels like me and be like super authentic and stop caring about anything. And I think this will elevate my channel to a level that I can't even imagine. I think it's going to be really, really beautiful, and I can't wait to see that. I just want to be more authentic and post whatever the heck I want and I dream of. I also want to obviously keep posting. I want to keep up this practice. I want to keep showing up and create something, even maybe when I don't fully feel like it, because I think it's really valuable. And yeah, I just want to keep this up and have this documentation of my life here, and just see how much I grow over the years, how much I change. And the last thing I want to do is I want to experiment. I think this falls back into all the other categories, like keep being more authentic, keep posting, but I wanted it as a separate point because it's really, really important to me. I think experimentation is one of the most important things that you can do for your artistic practice, and finding your style just comes from experimentation, honestly. Just doing as much unhinged random things you can find, and then through these things you slowly find what you actually like and what you enjoy doing. So that's what I want to do. I want to experiment more, experiment with different video ideas. I want to experiment with my editing style, with I don't know, my captions, the way I'm speaking, the way I look, the places I film at, which I'm filming in a public space for the first time in my life, in a forest where everybody can potentially see me, and someone saw me already. And I want to keep doing that. I want to just take this practice as far as I can. And I'm really excited to see where it will take me in the third year of being here. Thank you so much for joining me for this little chat. I think it wasn't so little. I think it will be quite long. But anyway, thanks for hanging around if you're still here. Thank you for being with me, for your support if you want to support me, for your presence if you want to stay here, and if you want to see what else happens on this channel, I want to see as well. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.